And not only are you going to help yourself, but you're also going to help this country improve. Because you're not just going to sit down, you're going to start something new, and that's what this country needs. Hi, welcome to the YouTube channel, and that's if you're new, but if you're already a part of the fam, welcome back. So, quick announcement. If you watched my last video, and if you haven't, I talked about how I only post videos once every 2 weeks and how I'm not ready to post videos every week, yada yada yada, life is hard, blah blah blah. But after much consideration and thinking of how much I really enjoy taking YouTube videos, I have decided that I will be posting every week. So catch me every Sunday, 8 p.m. Central African time for more videos. And before we get into the main topic, which is how to handle your money, please make sure you subscribe to my channel if you are new to join this fam that's all about spreading love and positivity. And for more content like this, Japanese lessons, dance videos, and so much more. And hit the notification bell to be notified each time I post a new video. And please give this video a thumbs up so you can help spread the love from my channel to the rest of the world. Now, without further ado, I'd be hitting these walls pretty hard. Let's hop into this video. Today we're discussing how to handle your finances, and this is like really important because before you graduate high school, no one really taught us this. At least this generation. The younger generation, it seems like they're starting to add this in their textbooks. My little brother is in grade 7, and he was actually telling us the other day that they were teaching them how to save and stuff like that, which I found pretty cool. But my generation, we weren't taught this. We were just thrown out in there in the world like and just expected to just know this information and just figure things out ourselves. Like, we also need help, guys. So I'm just here to be that little help. I hope you can watch other videos. I recommend you watch other videos, but this is just like a stepping stone to help you guys on how to handle your finances. So today we are discussing how to budget, how to save, and the best thing that you can do before you graduate university. So let's just hop right into this. So this is how I budget. I call it a 4-step budgeting method. Step 1, you have to specifically write how much you are going to spend. So that's if it's within a shopping day, like you're just going shopping specific that day, you write, okay, today I'm just going to spend 300. Or if you have a monthly income and this is like a monthly budget, you can just write to this month 5,000. That's how much I'm spending. Have that written at the very top of your budgeting. That's the first thing you should write because that's going to be your guide. After you do that, you go into step 2. Identify your needs and your wants. And what I mean by this, you have to prioritize what items you're going to buy or what items you have to spend your money on. So if it's a budget for daily shopping, you can just write, okay, today I need bread, I need milk, I need eggs, I need lotion, I need conditioner, I need this, this, and that. If it's a monthly budget, you can write, okay, I have to pay for bills, I have to pay for electricity, I have to pay for water, I have to pay for food, and all that stuff. Prioritize the items that you have to set money aside for all the time. Like, just put them at the very top. After you've identified your needs, next put down your wants. Like, okay, today I want some D's nuts, Amigo D's nuts. Like, you think it's a joke, but those nuts be bomb. Oh, shit. Ah, shoot. I have such a dirty mind. God forgive me. But there are nuts called these nuts. Like, those by Amigo, those are bomb nuts, especially the ones with raisins, those are lit. And then, like, okay, I also want some, some munko. Hey, munko will be hitting hard. Want some munko, yo. I want to buy this, I want to buy that. Then for a monthly income, no, maybe this month I want to go watch that movie. I want to buy some shoes. I want to buy that new dress that always stares at me whenever I'm walking through Manda Hill. Like, that's that stuff. You have to identify your needs and your wants. Then step 3. Write down the prices for those items or estimate their prices. And this is a very important note. Listen, pay attention. Always count for inflation. What do I mean by that? When you're estimating the prices, especially if you haven't shopped at a certain shop for a while, there's a very high chance the prices have increased. So when you're making your budget and you're putting those estimates of prices of like how much it's probably going to cost, make sure you count for inflation. Make sure you have in mind that the prices have probably increased. Now, what this does, like, this is very important, because if you spend below that estimate, guess what? You have saved yourself some extra money. So when you're budgeting, always make sure you count for inflation, because anything happens, prices change, things aren't usually the same. So always do that. So that's step number 3. Then step number 4, when you're adding up the totals of your budget, and this is also another important point, make sure your totals do not add up to the original budget amount that you set. Like, let's say your original budget was 300. The totals for all the items on your budget should not equal 300. And you wonder, okay, so what's the whole point of setting it at 300 if it shouldn't even equal that? Have emergency funds. That extra money, let's say if you set a budget at 300, your totals should at least, no, at the most, maybe add up to like 280. That extra 20 kwacha can be saved, or it can be an emergency fund. But it's just not good to finish your money at once. Even if you budgeted to use up that much, it's not good to finish up your money at once. Say it with me. It's not good to finish up your money at once. So that is how to budget. Let's move on to how to save. So, savings. This is how you save. So first of all, we have to talk about why it's even important to save. Saving is important because you have to have an emergency fund. Like, you just have to have something that's there for a rainy day, or just for anything that can happen in life, because 2020 is wild, and we need that extra money. We need some money put away for anything that we might need. And not only that, saving is important for like your retirement. And the sooner you start saving for your retirement, the better. And you think, okay, no, I'm still in my 20s. Why should I start thinking about the time I'm 65? I swear, it's better you start saving now, instead of like when you grow older, you're there telling your children, no, I have to think about my savings, my retirement, my shan. No, start saving now. And this is a tip that I got from another YouTuber called Amy Lee. I really hope she's the one. I'm certain she is. Or was it another YouTuber? Yes or no? Okay, I do not want to feed you guys with fake news. So, whichever YouTuber it was, I'll insert the video here. I'll insert the video. But it talked about how saving from a younger age, when you're in your 20s, is like the best thing to do for your retirement. It's best you start early. Now, how do you save? Smart saving. Smart saving is an acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. So what do you mean by specific? You have to have a specific amount of money that you want to save. You can't just start saving without actually having a goal. It's always good to have a specific amount of money that you want to save. And then, not only do you need to have that specific amount, but a specific reason why. I've tried saving without reason. For mungulu, I just want to be saving for, I don't know, but I want to save. That doesn't help. You're going to use the money and you're going to end up broke. Believe me, it happens. So it's always important to also have a specific reason why you are saving. Now, next, measurable. What do I mean by measurable? You have to be able to see that you are making progress as you are saving. So let's say, per month, I will try to save 50 kwacha per month. So every month you have to see that you are saving 50 kwacha per month and you're actually putting away that money. That's what I mean by measurable. Now, achievable. You have to actually be able to achieve your goal. It won't make sense. Let's say you're getting an allowance of 400 kwacha, right? Every month from your parents, if your parents love you that much. But let's say you're getting an allowance of 400 kwacha, and you're like, no, by the end of the year, I am going to save a 5 pin. How? Whose money? From where? Huh? No. It doesn't, the math is not adding up. You can't save 5 pin in the entire year when you're only getting 400 a month, because that's like 400 times 12 nishan. Even if you're saying that no, all your allowance is going to go into savings, which is a horrible idea, but even if you say that 400 times 12, the 800, I hope I've done my math correctly, but yes, that doesn't make sense. It has to be an achievable thing. So let's say you get 400, maybe you just set your goal at, okay, by the end of the year I want to save up 2,000, 1,000. That way not all your money is going to savings, at least you also get to spend some of your money, and that's achievable. Now realistic is basically the same as achievable. Like, do you have the money to save up 5,000? If you don't, why do you want to save up 5,000? So there's that. And then time bound. What time bound means is that you have to actually have a specific time in which you want to save up that money. It's always good to have certain goals, like maybe within a year I have to save this much. Within 6 months I have to save this much. And the reason why that's necessary, it kind of puts like pressure on you to actually save. Because if you're just saving without a time limit, you're just going to be there wilding out, partying every day, not putting money anywhere. You're just there vibing because you just know, eventually I'll save. No, you have to put pressure on yourself. So it's always good to put a time limit. That's time bound. So now that we're done with savings, let's talk about the important thing. The best thing you're probably gonna do before you graduate. I kind of got this idea from, she's my favorite YouTuber, African Beauty. She didn't specifically do a video of this, but she talked about this kind of like on her and her boyfriend's couple's channel. I'll put it here. I think, yeah, I'll put whatever video that was in, where she talked about how she started her YouTube career in sophomore year of university. She actually started it off as a hobby, and she didn't know it was going to actually turn out being her career. But by the time she was graduating university, she had started making money off of YouTube. So that eventually became her job. So by the time she was out of university, she had already had a cushion. And that's what I want to talk about. Creating yourself a cushion. Realistically speaking, in Zambia, the unemployment rate is high. When you graduate, it's not guaranteed that you're going to get a job. It's not. Sadly, even if you get a distinction, a merit, whatever, you're not guaranteed that you're going to get a job. Why? We live in a society where sometimes connections actually matter way more than talent and skill. It's sad, but that's just the reality. So if that's the case, you have to make your cushion yourself. So what's the possible best thing you can do before you graduate? A, start saving. We're carrying over the savings tips onto this one. We carry over. In finances, you have to carry over everything. We have to do some math, some division, some calculus. No, but that's really important. Like either A, you start saving money now, or B, you start finding like maybe some part-time jobs, some piecework, just something that you can earn money and just put away. And if you're feeling innovative, you're feeling creative, be an entrepreneur. Start making your own money. Quit. I want to start this thing, Side Hustle 2020. I know in Zambia we're all focused on education, and please do get your education. I do recommend you get your education, but don't put all your eggs in the education basket, because that means you're going to have to wait for someone to employ you immediately you graduate. That's not a good thing. Make your own money. Side Hustle 2020. Whatever side hustle you can find, please do it. Do not wait for someone to employ you. That's why the unemployment rate is high, because we're always waiting for someone to employ you. Everywhere you're saying, this person wants to become an economist, this person wants to become a lawyer, this person wants to become a doctor, this person wants to do this, that. If everyone is aiming for those jobs, where's the space for those jobs going to be? eventually they're going to get saturated. So and then where's that gonna leave you? Unemployed. So instead of that, self-employed. I know it's not easy. I know I'm making it sound like it's the easiest thing to do here in Zambia. It's not easy. But you can do this with a friend that you trust. Emphasis on that you trust. You can do this with someone that you trust, a friend or a family member that you trust. Again, that you trust. Even when it comes to family, you think, no, that you trust. And that's what I feel like we have to start pushing in Zambia. We really don't push entrepreneurship, or we really don't, because that will give you a cushion before by the time you're graduating. Let's say if you start saving now, or you start your business now, because it takes on average 2 to 3 years for a business to start making profit. By the time you're graduating, because I'm in second year, if I start a business now, by the time I'm graduating, probably I'd start making profit by then, if things go well. And guess what? By the time I graduate, maybe I wouldn't even need to be employed, because I have my own thing going on. So you really have to try to get into that. But if you're wondering, okay, even if I try to find a side hustle, what can I really do as a side hustle? These are tips that I feel like would help you at least figure out what side hustle you can do or what business you can start. Number one, please pay attention. Number one, there's a weird insect. Number one, identify your talent. What are you good at? What are you passionate about? What makes you happy when you do it? Identify that. Because if you identify that and you capitalize on that and you actually start trying to make money off of that, not only are you going to make money, you're also going to be happy doing it. Because why? You love doing what you do. So identify what you are good at and capitalize on it. 2, identify what problems society needs fixed. This is something they don't tell you. This is something they don't tell you in business schools or whatever. But if you want your business to succeed, identify a problem that society needs fixed. So, like I said, please take this into consideration. Before you graduate, start a side hustle. Find a side hustle. Like something. Please. I really found, that's just, especially here in Zambia, you really need to have yourself figured. No, actually, let me be careful with that. Because that ends up producing this toxic hustle culture, which is also bad. At least before you graduate, if you want to at least be comfortable by the time you're graduating, and by comfortable, at least I mean have something that you can lean on, then please consider having a side hustle. Please consider just doing something for yourself. And not only are you going to help yourself, but you're also going to help this country improve. Because you're not just going to sit down. You're going to start something new, and that's what this country needs. So please consider that. Now, since I have helped you guys with finance, I've gotten serious. Let me just, get things off. So, we're done with the video. I hope that you're going to use these finance tips and tricks and just ideas to just better your life and get your finances in order. 2020 is rough, guys. We need to get our coin in order. You want that Fenty, you need your coins in order. You want that Fenty skin, that Savage X Fenty, that Fenty beauty. Yes, I'm talking about all the things that I want. You want that. Get your coin in order. So now that I am done, again, I'm just saying one more time, please subscribe to my channel if you are new. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below, in any ways that this video has helped you, what budgeting problems that you've had, what saving problems that you've had, what side hustle ideas that you've thought of, if you're willing to share such. But be careful, people steal things, people steal ideas. But just comment down below anything and everything. So, since we are done, one more thing. Again, I'm just saying I post videos every Sunday now, 8 p.m. Central African time. Catch me here. Anyway, now that we are done with the video, until next time, peace. Sayonara.